On this debate, we are going to open up some phone lines, and the question is simple. Shouldn't all political parties and all politicians speak in one voice now? Let there be no politics. Now, please, you can tweet using our hashtag #ComeTogetherIndia is our hashtag #ComeTogetherIndia. Lines are open. We are going to take a few calls. Hartosh Singh Bal, political editor of the Caravan magazine. Pawan Verma, former diplomat and member of parliament of the JDU. Siddharth Nath Singh of the BJP. And my first question is to the Congress party spokesperson, Ami Yagnik. Ms. Yagnik, can you tell us what you would like to have done vis-a-vis Pakistan, which this government has not done?
What has this government done except speak that we are giving the army is giving a befitting reply?
What else do you want? No, what do you want? You want what do you want? The army is giving a befitting. You want someone else? The BSF is giving a befitting reply. Who do you want? You know, what do you want? You want Mr. Rahul Gandhi to be deployed on the border?
You have asked me a question. Can I reply that?
No, what do you want? You want Rahul Gandhi to be deployed on the border?
No. Mr. Modi campaigned and said that I will see that the ceasefire violations will end. So when he gave that promise to the people of the country, it presupposes that he had some action in mind, some plan in mind, because he did not approve or did not even acknowledge the efforts made by the UPA government.
Okay.
If you look at December 2012, experts of two countries came together for a conventional confidence building measures, and everything was in place and taking place ahead.
No, I know. You know, five soldiers were killed, and you went and your Manmohan Singh met Nawaz Sharif in New York. I know that happened. No, I know that our Jawan was beheaded, and Salman Khurshid said you keep talking after the beheading.
Strong message to Pakistan.
So I just answer my question, please.
We have said that it is unacceptable, but what has this government done? It made an issue in the election campaign at the Lok Sabha time. At that time, you did not have a debate that let everyone come together. Today you want to have a debate on this, and you don't want to.
So what do you want? You want to fight?
Why are you so busy?
What do you want? You want people to be divided on. You want to divide people on this issue now? Should it not be? It's not a natural question to ask.
No. What steps you promised to the people of the country that you will end ceasefire violations? What was that you had in mind? Why are you not taking that action
Responses.
now? And why are you talking about the UPA government? The Director General
because
has said
the UPA government followed a policy which is called a
heaviest ceasefire violation.
The UPA government followed a policy which I call the candy floss form of diplomacy, right? It's candy. It's light and it's dangerous. So, one second. So, I want to remind you that when the Pakistani army chief called Kashmir a jugular vein, at that point of time, the BJP stood together with you, right? That this House of Parliament, the Houses of Parliament, irrespective of which side the political spectrum they represented, stood together to present a counter resolution to Pakistan's anti-India resolution in August 2013. Then the BJP did not say that the UPA is in power. They came together with you, which I'm saying here today, that what is wrong with you? Just what is wrong with you? This is a national crisis. We need to respond as one nation in one voice. It is not. No, you may have a state election. You fight your state election on other issues, not on this. You're demoralizing the forces. Lines are open. Siddharth Singh is responding. Siddharth Singh is responding. Siddharth Singh is responding. Siddharth Singh is responding now, please.
I think the Congress is upset. Arnab, the Congress is upset with the BJP because we have changed the rule of the game. Earlier, I'm sorry, Yagnik ji, earlier you said that BJP has also spoken or reminded you to stop talks when the LOC violations were happening. But certainly, Yagnik ji, that time, I remember very clearly whether it was 2013 August or it was earlier, there were no elections being held. But you, unfortunately, what you were doing, you wanted to continue the talks, and that time we had raised the ante and said, don't do that. And we still maintain that policy while we are in the government. Now, we have changed the rule of the game because you did not respond. And let me be honest to you and remind with all humility that when the two of our soldiers were beheaded, there was a sepoy at the Rajouri LOC who said we can reply back to the Pakistan in a similar and a severe manner. Unfortunately, our hands are tied because of the government not allowing us to do, and we are disciplined soldiers. So I don't want to take you there, but there has been a change of game. We have responded. We have given a robust response. All we are saying is hold your horses for a while, and then you can criticize us because the soldiers are fighting on the border.
And let me say tonight, I'm actually saying this to all of you, wherever you're watching today, the forces are fighting back on the border. The hashtag is Come Together India. And I think everyone should tweet using this hashtag. At least let's make this hashtag trend so that if the message goes out, whatever the differences in the political class, which I'm openly saying are thoroughly unfortunate. You can criticize each other. There is a question of timing. You don't have political fights at a time when there is a serious situation on the border, and when the forces are being told, when people have lost their homes, been forced to leave their homes, thousands of families have been uprooted, and when the forces are fighting back at this time because there's a state election, you want to fight like this. You forget what happened when LK Advani after November 26 says we'll stand together. You forget that the BJP came out with a resolution post 26/11 saying it's a for all sections. Did the BJP after 26/11 not have a resolution saying sink your differences, so that this nation stands up as one body? Sink your differences. Sink your differences, Mr.
Let me take you back to 1965 war. I'll take you back to 1965 war when Lal Bahadur Shastri as a Prime Minister asked RSS that please come forward, we want you to do night vigilance at certain sensitive areas. And we responded, RSS also responded. I'm taking you back to 1965. This is exactly what we are saying you to do. Don't let our soldiers be demoralized. You don't like us, our response. Please,
I'm saying,
all means, call for a special session in the
everyone watching,
rip us apart for what you have done.
Everyone watching the news hour tonight, I say, to everyone, wherever you're watching the news hour across India or to the 46 countries where we are broadcasting.
You are the Prime Minister.
Ma'am, Miss Yagnik, let me say something.
Campaign all the time.
I'm saying, Miss Yagnik,
we are doing. We have told the BSF and the army, go ahead, what you wish to do, respond, retaliate, give them all equal measure or more. We will stand as political party behind you. I think that's the role of the government.
Miss Yagnik, I'd say one thing. What is happening right now? Can I just speak to the viewers and give them a sense before I go to Pawan Verma and Hartosh? You see, what is happening is right now, we are having to modulate our military and foreign policy response in such a calibrated manner to give a very clear message to a country called Pakistan that these kind of attacks we are not going to take lying down. We will not remain laid back. At a time like this, it's the most logical thing for every political party to come together and say, we will fight on other issues. We will not try and score brownie points because it's going to hurt the morale of the people on the border. But, you know, what is Rahul Gandhi therefore doing? There has to be some question of timing. And after that, what was Rahul Gandhi doing when Nawaz Sharif and Manmohan Singh were having those sideline talks, when after Kairan conversations were going on, when Sharm el-Sheikh happened? Where was Rahul Gandhi then? Was he not in politics or was he in college? So the question is very simply this today, Ms. Ami Yagnik, you are going to have to reevaluate the kind of position that you are taking and the sentiment among the people right now. The question is about timing. Lines are opening up.
You are asking a question and answering yourself.
Lines are opening up. No, I'm not answering. I'm throwing it to Pawan Verma. Pawan Verma, there is a time in which you can make issues of this. There's a time when you can fight politically. Is the Congress doing the right thing in your view?
In my view, Arnab, there is an undeclared war going on the border. This is the time for the whole country to unite. We need to give a message to our brave armed forces, including the paramilitary forces like the Border Security Force, that the nation stands unitedly behind you. Having said that, I think you may not consider this the appropriate moment, but we can all have our own opinion on what has led to this situation and whether there have been internal failures as to why this situation has occurred over the last 3 months. Let me remind you that during the 1962 war with China, there was a young parliamentarian called Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who in the midst of the war asked Jawaharlal Nehru to convene a parliament session to discuss what the Indian response to the war is and what can be done to improve that response. Mr. Nehru agreed, and Mr. Vajpayee made one of his finest speeches, which was both critical and supportive. This country can allow the space for internal discussion in terms of what kind of foreign policy we need to have, but not at the cost of demoralizing either our troops or conveying an impression that we are not united. I would make a suggestion to you. I make a suggestion to you, Arnab. Please don't weaken the great strength of India by an unnecessary dose of jingoism that shuts out debate and discussion and the possibility of defense within the united framework of India.
Right.
Please don't fall prey to that temptation.
Okay. So
we are not Pakistan, we are India.
No, to you, just a small counterpoint that I'd like to raise, which I'm sure that you will take in the spirit in which I share it with you, Pawan Verma. I have great personal regard for you, but we must also put things in a certain contemporary context. Narendra Modi, however much people may like him or not like him, and they have every right to criticize the Prime Minister on issues that the Prime Minister ought to be criticized on, right? So we can say, why is the Prime Minister quiet when you know, certain people are making communal comments in Uttar Pradesh? We could criticize the Prime Minister, but at this time, he's the Prime Minister of the country, not the Prime Minister of the BJP. So instead of supporting the government of the country when it is faced with heightened violence inflicted by Pakistan on the border, by reducing this to politics, you are sending a message of a divided India. Let me remind you, Pawan Verma, once again with the greatest of personal regards to you, that even the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, Sushma Swaraj, last year, when she was leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, during the tenure of the Congress government in power, praised Manmohan Singh when Manmohan Singh finally issued a stern warning to Pakistan over the LOC imbroglio. She said the Prime Minister had understood the mood of the nation. I am saying, you know how bitter that was, and that was a few months before a general election. But Sushma Swaraj came and said you understood the mood of the nation.
Let's keep your questions a little more brief to allow for your
so that is a certain
just a minute.
That is a certain backdrop which I am sure, Pawan Verma, you would not forget.
Allow me to answer. Please allow me to answer. Please just let me take two seconds to answer.
Fine.
First of all, I began my statement by saying this is the time for the nation to be united and to do nothing which in any way demoralizes our brave armed forces. I agree with you that there are occasions when all parties need to come together. At the same time, while Sushma Swaraj may have praised Manmohan Singh on one occasion, the Prime Minister of the country today, even in times of ceasefire violations during the elections, breaking from all precedents in terms of vituperative language, completely made foreign policy a politicized issue. We don't need to do that. We don't need to emulate it. But the last thing we need to learn from the BJP at least, and if not from the BJP, from the Prime Minister, is not to politicize foreign policy. And above all, you as the anchor and a respected news person should understand that.
So my job...
Still we should resist the temptation. So I agree with you that if we have a crisis on the border, we should all remain united. But let me state on record to you today that I have deep reservations on the conduct of foreign policy which has led to this situation as of today.
Point is noted. Siddharth may want to respond. I have a counter response to what you have just said, which will be an additional point. I'll share my views later, but I'd like to get Hartosh at this. Hartosh, where do you stand on this? Is this a time for politics over the issue of what's happening on the border? Hartosh.
Arnab, there are two things. One is, of course, nobody is going to question the army or the BSF. But I think everybody has full right to question the strategic vision of the government. This was as true in the last government. And let me point out, in fact, a simple Google search reveals that in August last year, in 2013, Narendra Modi was criticizing the UPA government for allowing LOC violations to take place while things were going on at the border. This government cannot expect the rules of politics to change just because it is in power.
I'll come to you, Siddharth. I'll
This
come
does
to
not reflect on the conduct of the soldiers or the BSF. Let me finish my point.
Siddharth, let
Second
Hartosh
is,
finish.
at the same time, Rajnath Singh last year said that you should take effective steps by taking all political parties into confidence. Let this government take all political parties into confidence, citizens into confidence. What is the strategic vision of this government? Suppose we have an escalation on the border.
would like
Till
to
what point
know.
does this
We would
escalation
like
go?
to know.
What does Narendra Modi want to do? The violations are not stopping. So suppose this tit for tat is not yielding results. Where does Narendra Modi go?
Siddharth would like to respond. The first caller will be
Are these
taken
fair
after
questions or
Siddharth's
not?
response.
Well,
Siddharth.
Paritosh, let me answer
Hartosh.
to you. I don't think
not Paritosh,
as a
it's Hartosh. Please get the
strategy
name right,
the
Mr.
government
Siddharth.
should come on the media and say if this doesn't happen then this is going to follow. I don't think you're going to spell out to Pakistan or the world to know if this doesn't happen, it will not. All the Prime Minister has said, and particularly the Defence
political
Minister and the
parties are
Home
not the
Minister.
media, Mr. Siddharth Singh.
Let me remind, nobody, please allow me. Paritosh, allow me to speak
Hartosh.
also. This criticism that the
Get the name right, Mr. Siddharth.
sorry, Hartosh, sorry. This government, you all have been criticizing. We don't mind that this government doesn't speak.
Sure.
The defense minister walks out of the hospital after almost 2 weeks, 3 weeks. He comes in front of the camera and says and expresses what is to be said. He does it again this morning. The home minister has also spoken 2-3 times. But to say that if this escalation if this doesn't stop on the LOC or the
but
at the international border,
Siddharth, answer
the
one
government is
question.
going to spell it out today. I don't think it's going to happen that way.
Siddharth, what is
No government will be doing it.
1 minute, Siddharth, 1 second.
And now let me come back on 2013.
Mr. Singh, 1 second. Mr. Singh, you have got, there's one issue you need to be countered on. 1 second. Pawan is coming back, but I also have a point to you. You see, what are we saying? We are saying come together, India. We believe we need to come together. And we need to keep this out of politics and election rallies.
Absolutely.
If you believe, if Prime Minister believes this, everyone believes they should not politicize, please tell me, Siddharth, why does Modi talk about this in an election rally? Why does Amit Shah talk about this in an election rally? If it is not an election issue, it's not a political issue, which it should not be. It's a national issue. Please tell me, why are topmost BJP leaders like Narendra Modi and Amit Shah talking about it in their election rallies? Please tell me. Why are you talking about it in election rallies?
Again, you're wrong.
Why?
Again, you're wrong.
I am not. I can play the tape for you, sir.
Spoken is only to that toddler called toddler Bilal. When he made those statements to a toddler, he replied to them, not to Rahul Gandhi or anybody else.
No, so you need to respond to Bilal in an election rally when your forces are fighting
because
the border.
Sharad Pawar and Rahul Gandhi had been raising something.
Pawan Verma is responding. I'm allowing a rebut.
I need to come back on 2000.
No, I'm allowing a rebut. Limited time. Pawan Verma has to be allowed time for a rebut. Pawan Verma, please. Pawan Verma.
Because
Pawan Verma is rebutting you, sir. Hear the rebut. It's an open debate, sir. Yeah.
They were not even firing in the Pakistan.
Pawan Verma is rebutting you, sir. Please hear him. Hear the rebut, sir.
Arnab, I want to reiterate that the nation is united. And I want to commend our brave armed forces. But I want to say this. Civilians are dying. The ceasefire violations did not start a week ago. They have been on for the last 3 months. This government has been aware of it. This government on June 13th issued a statement that normalization of relations are not possible until there is peace on the border.
Yeah.
And then
So
inexplicably it called for the resumption of foreign secretary level talks and then cancelled them. And the ceasefire violations intensified.
Are you blaming...
I want to ask you, I am saying to you, foreign policy in a moment of crisis should not divide the nation.
Yeah, but
there is a right for every individual or political party to have a view on foreign policy, especially when the current government, including the Prime Minister, has been
you
the
find-
foremost in politicizing
sir,
this
you
issue.
know what?
I'm
and
not
what
saying
about
that
what
we
you're
should do it
doing,
now,
Pawan Verma?
but I have deep reservations
Pawan
on the
Verma?
conduct of foreign policy.
No, but okay,
Mr. Pawan Verma, I think the only problem which you all are facing is that this government has taken a little harsh, or you may say a stronger step, and
The
reversed
first
what
thing you
Manmohan
did was
Singh
to invite
doing.
Mr. Nawaz Sharif.
We have no, hear me out, Mr. Verma. No, because what was happening in 2013,
The first thing you
what
did
we
when
all
ceasefire
had
violations
referred,
were
in August
continuing was to
2013,
resume
there was
foreign
no
sector level
response.
talks.
There was no response.
I
there
asked
was
you
no
this
response
question.
from the UPA.
The
1
foreign
and
secretary
2.
level
so we had
talks
criticized
were
that, but there were no
discontinued
election.
because
Now,
of
secondly,
ceasefire violations.
Why do you want to
In
harp on?
2013, they had intensified. Now, why did you resume
Mr.
them?
Verma,
What was the
Mr.
basis?
Verma,
What kind of flip-flop policy
Listen to
is
me.
this? But
Yes,
I want to
I
say
will
to
tell
you again,
if you
in a
have
moment
the
of
patience
crisis,
to
the
listen,
nation is
Mr.
united.
Verma, who has been a seasoned diplomat,
nation is
then listen
united.
to me. There were certain red lines
But
drawn
don't
by the
please give excuses for
government
this
when Nawaz
flip-flop
Sharif
in
came.
foreign policy.
And in that
The start
Nawaz
of
Sharif,
56 in
Hurriyat was
Chhati.
not part of the discussion.
While our
So you
civilians are dying,
you crossed the
and there have
Pakistan
never
crosses
been
the
more
red line.
ceasefire
I
violations.
think India has the right to reverse or cancel the talks.
The
It is as
next,
simple
our
as that.
first caller is
Yes,
Sumit
we
Singh, a
clearly
lawyer
tried
from
to
Delhi.
recognize
He's calling
that
right
was
now.
not there when
Sumit,
we
good
came
evening.
to
1
us.
second, our first caller. We are opening up to calls and the hashtag is Come Together India. One
Do
second.
you have a
One second. Pawan Verma, calm down.
strategic
Sumit Singh is calling. Sumit, are you
This
there?
is my question.
Terror
to you.
Sumit, are you there?
cannot go together.
The people
and
of
we-
Yeah, hello.
Sumit Singh is our first caller, and let's hear from our callers tonight. Sumit Singh, please, from Delhi.
We are maintaining
Sumit Singh is saying something from Delhi. Let him come in now.
same line that
Arnab?
talks and terror.
I hear you, Sumit. Please go on.
Yeah, I just want to say that BJP and Mr. Narendra Modi is doing the best thing in the border, in the LOC and in the international border. And that is how the Indian Army should counter the incursions and the violations of the Pakistani forces.
Okay, Sumit, thank you. I just want to remind you, the BJP is not acting on the border. The BSF is, and there's a bit of a difference between that. So don't politicize this. That's just a small correction. Raj is calling from Bangalore. Raj, good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you,
Absolutely.
Arnav. First of all,
Absolutely.
I would like to
You're saying
express
our
our
order is
solidarity
good, but
with
the
our
government is
Indian
standing
Army,
behind the
and they're
military,
doing
which
a
was not
commendable
being done
job.
earlier.
And it will be very, very low of us to scoop to a level of politicizing. And people here on the panel are asking, what is the government's view? They should have at least basic sense of national interest, knowing that they should not even ask or debate those things on the television channel. And for Mr. Modi to go and talk to other parties, when we have people like Salman Khurshid who can talk pro-Pakistani voice, how do you expect us to have confidence in those
Ami Yagnik
politicians?
will respond. Thank you. And our next caller, Jayant Mishra, he's a retired Navy officer. He's calling from Port Blair. Ami Yagnik, see the sentiment on the ground. Yes, please.
Definitely.
Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Khurshid has
Jayant Ji is calling from Port Blair after that.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Jayant, go ahead.
No, my name is not Jayant. My name is S. Mishra. My name is S. Mishra.
Right. Sorry, I got your name wrong, Mr. Mishra. Go ahead.
Okay. My question to all the panelists sitting over there. First of all, good evening to Arnav.
Good evening, sir.
Sir, my question to all panelists. I am defense officer. I know what is the position on the side, on the border. I'll just request all panelists not to play with that defense officers or defense personnel. They should not hurt us
Right.
playing games with them.
Yes, Mr. Mishra, I take your sentiment. Ami Yagnik, just one, you can respond to all these three. One strand you find in all of those people calling here today is that they have no respect for those who politicize this issue. You see? So maybe you should just keep it aside. I mean, I don't know how much you'll gain, but you generally might end up losing more, much more in terms of public support and sympathy if you make this an election issue right now. Yes, go ahead, please.
Let me, yes, Arnav. Three responses. One, I would say that the defense minister at that time and the prime minister also and all the government machinery have taken all steps to see that the talks go on and there is some peaceful, amicable solution. Army has done its best. We salute the army. Today we are not on army or the BSF. They are doing their best on the border as the situation develops. The only point here is that during the campaign before the Lok Sabha elections, Mr. Modi said that he will end the ceasefire violations. The only question we are asking that on what presupposition you promised to the nation, so why you are not doing it right
Ms. Yagnik,
now?
I thought you will pull back.
Campaigning.
No, Ms. Yagnik. Ms. Yagnik, I thought you will pull back. Ms. Yagnik, I thought that you would pull back, but you're not. So I'm going to extend this debate after the break.
The third response is that the Prime Minister became so soft that he invited Nawaz Sharif to the swearing ceremony and exchanged gifts. This is the time to act. Forget about the gifts and the swearing ceremony. So that is what we are asking. We are not asking or politicizing the issue.
Ms. Yagnik, just think about this. Who is politicizing? There's a person called Manish Tiwari. There's a person called Manish Tiwari. He was Congress spokesperson. Now, Pawan Verma has advised me on several issues today. I am sure Pawan Verma will also advise Manish Tiwari.
We should not.
And what Pawan Verma should advise Manish Tiwari is the following. What about asking Manish Tiwari and therefore the Congress party? Where on earth is your consistency? Last year, when you were being asked questions on why you, as in the UPA government, Congress was being asked questions why you are not acting on the border, beheadings are happening, but Manmohan Singh wants to do his puppy jappies. At that time, a person called Manish Tiwari said professional armies respect rules of engagement, transgressions are surmounted through tactical responses and not driven by jingoism. So now, will Manish Tiwari please tell Rahul Gandhi that stop being jingoistic? I mean, there is zero consistency and you think people will not see through this. My question tonight is on consistency. You have no consistency. The Congress party, which had the most pusillanimous foreign policy, has certainly turned the most muscular.
No, there is no question of consistency.
Come on, Nabi.
Not consistent. The issue is what action has the government taken? No inadequate action. It's not efficient for 3 months. Ceasefire violations. A simple question.
Last response from Hartosh before I call in. Come together, India is the number one trending subject in India. And I'm saying tonight,
that talks and terror will not go. We said it in opposition. Today, after 9 years, we are still talking and we are still maintaining as a consistency. Hartosh will not go.
I hope as much.
We will not tie the army's hands.
Hartosh, last word to Hartosh on this debate. Hartosh.
You stop the talks.
Hartosh, last word to you, please.
Arnab,
we stop because they crossed the red line.
The Congress wants to be on both sides of the debate. At one time they were advocating talks and now they've jumped to the extreme end of the position saying that there should be no talks, there should be extreme reaction. They want to out-hawk Modi.
Yeah.
It is not a tenable position. The question is that the position that we have to take must be judged on the grounds of pragmatism. And whether the steps Narendra Modi is taking yield the desired results or not. And on those grounds, I think it is fair for people who think that this may well go against the national interest to voice their concerns. But that does not mean that we are echoing the Congress, which is playing politics with this.
And you know, there are two things I genuinely hope stop. I hope Pakistan gets the message and stops the firing and, behaves itself. I also hope genuinely, because the people of this country are speaking, and Come Together India, which we launched just 20 minutes back here on the News Hour, is today within the last 25 minutes the #1 trending subject, which tells you the mood of the people in this country. So I say once again, let's come together, India, beyond politics, beyond differences, beyond divide, beyond political point scoring, beyond short-term gains. It's time to come together and send the message across the border. I thank you all for joining me on this debate on the News Hour tonight.